Hi there, this is video U3.5 on interior and exterior angles. So one of the things to make your life easy, all of this work with angles and multiple lines, is to take your highlighter and highlight all the transversals. I already did the one on the parallel lines here, and that's always an easy one to find. But I find especially when you've got lines that aren't parallel, it makes life a lot easier. And remember, the transversal is going to be the one line that crosses more than one other line. Did I say that right? Crosses two or more other lines. Okay, so I'm just going to do them all, get it over with. All right, so there are all the transversals. So interior angles. So they're inside my line. So these are the ones I refer to as my lines on both sides of the transversal. So if all you're talking about is interior angles, they are sets of 4. So inside the lines, just like that. So you can imagine if this was a set of train tracks, you're inside the train tracks. I was going to say train tracks, not so much over here. Broken train tracks. One there, one there, one there, and one there. Okay, sets of 4. Now, the ones that really get interesting, and we're going to be using for a lot of this chapter, are what are called alternate interior angles. So alternate means on opposite sides of the transversal, which I highlighted, and they're also not adjacent or beside one another. So there'll be one here and one here. And I was looking on a website and they said they kind of form the letter Z, like that. So there's one set there, and then there's also another set over here. And the same thing if you want to draw that set in there. This one's easier to see. Okay, that's what it looks like. The lines are parallel. Maybe take a moment, use a pencil, and mark the ones off on these lines here that are not parallel. Remember, they need to be inside the line and on opposite sides of the transversal. So there's my lines inside. Now I go to the other end of it, and there. Not so bad. And now if we did the one on top, so now we need to do the one on the bottom, which corresponds to the alternate side over there. So alternate interior angles, those ones always come in pairs. All right, I'm going to stop for a minute and I'm going to let you turn off the video. And you should be able to do the exterior angles because it's almost exactly the same thing. So take a minute to do that now. All right, exterior angles are on the outside. So if all we say is exterior, there's a set of 4. So they have to be outside those lines. And again, it gets more interesting. And what we'll be using more is alternate exterior angles. So there's my transversal. They have to be on opposite sides. And they're never going to be adjacent to one another. So they're going to be far apart. Goodness, I just drew the same one. We'll use little X's there. Okay. Now let's see. One there. Then we go down and it's on the other side of the transversal. And then let's go down here. And up there. And there we go. And just a quick definition I threw at the bottom, you already know this. Parallel lines are lines that don't cross. They're kind of like train tracks. Circle the diagrams on this page of parallel lines. I'll let you do that now. All right, I trust you turn the video back on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now it says mark the parallel lines with correct marks. Usually it just means you throw some arrows on them. Don't put them at the very end, because then that looks like, is that an arrow meaning parallel, or is that an arrow meaning it's just a line or a ray? Because these are separate diagrams, I could just keep using one set of arrowheads. But if you had, say, for example, some lines, oh my goodness, that's terrible drawing. And you're trying to show that these two are parallel. And then if these two are parallel also, you would throw 2 arrowheads to show that this is a matching pair that's parallel, and this is a matching pair that's parallel. And I apologize because that's an awful drawing. So just going to do some quick arrowheads. And ta-da, there we go. Oh, before I forget, I want to show you this very cool website. It's on the bottom of your page. There we go. It is Math is Fun and corresponding angles and stuff. And it shows us alternate interior angles. I kind of wish I could make it stop, but it keeps slipping like that. Okay. And what's nice is we can do alternate exterior angles. And we can even do corresponding angles, which I think is the next video. Oh, and even our good friends, vertical angles. Look at all the sets. And you'll notice with vertical angles, the numbers are the same all the time, because that's the rule. Vertical angles are always, 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 always equal. But if we pick any of the other sets, you can see they're not the same. Unless we click on parallel. No, I want to move it because 90 degrees, everything's the same all the time. Once the 2 lines are parallel, then your alternate interior angles are equal. Your corresponding angles are equal. The alternate exterior angles are equal. And there we go. So I just want to show you that. Again, the website is at the bottom of the page in your workbook. So if you want to check it out yourself, it's there. Thank you. And